Good afternoon, this is Sean Golding with Golding & Golding, here to discuss the basics of what you should do if you missed the FBAR filing deadline. We had recently updated an article back from 2020 on the same issue, so we thought we would update the video as well. You know, they've changed the protocols around since then, the enforcement policies. Let's get to it. FBAR is foreign bank and financial account reporting. Technically, it's filed on FinCEN Form 114. It's an electronic form. It's due on April 15th, but it's on automatic extension through October. The FBAR is not just for bank accounts, but that's what a lot of people think because that's what some of the information out there makes it seem. But there's a lot more you would have to report. Foreign investment accounts, stock accounts, pooled fund accounts like mutual funds and ETFs, foreign life insurance policies, foreign pension plans. If you have more than $10,000 on any day of the year, you have to file it. I pause because it's important that taxpayers realize it's not about $10,000 per account. Some people try to put $9,000 in 10 accounts thinking that they don't have to file. It's a potential structuring and smurfing issue as well, but it's a total annual aggregate total. So you may have one account with $30,000. You may have 10 accounts with $5 each. You got to report all 11 accounts because the total value exceeds $10,000. Missing the FBAR is not uncommon. It's nowhere near as bad as some of these people try to make it seem. It's a rare occasion, if ever, that someone has a criminal enforcement that's usually designed for taxpayers who may also have other issues: tax fraud, tax evasion, money laundering, structuring, smurfing, etc., etc. If you did not file the FBAR, then that's considered missed FBAR, right? If you filed the FBAR but you missed accounts, it kind of depends, right? There's lots of different scenarios we see here. This is all we do at my firm, is offshore disclosure, FBAR, FATCA, etc. Did you file all your bank accounts, but you just missed pension accounts because who thinks pensions are foreign accounts? Did you report most of the accounts, but you just missed a few accounts? Maybe you got some dormant accounts in India. It's super common that they just never close the account. It's there forever. Or you reported the bank accounts and you just missed some life insurance policies because you didn't know about ULIPs and surrender values, things like that. That's probably fine too. Did you file some bank accounts, missed other bank accounts? Are those the large dollar accounts that you missed? Well, that's a whole different ball of wax, right? It depends. Was it just signature authority? So you thought, well, I know I can't touch that money. My parents will kill me, so I don't even think of it as mine. But maybe they have you on there as a joint account holder. You should still be filing it. And that's true even if you own it with a foreign person, non-resident alien with no U.S. tax nor reporting requirement, and none of that money is yours. It would go under signature authority unless it was a joint account, and you'd still report it as a joint account even if it's not yours. One thing to remember, where I think a lot of people get thrown off, understandably so, is the FBAR is not used to report the total value. So you may report 5 accounts with $100,000 and it's like, looks like you have $500,000, but in reality, you've just moved $100,000 5 times to get a better interest rate, you know, something equivalent to, 8-week treasury yields in the US, right? So the idea is you want to report all the accounts. You don't want to worry about the double counting per se. You don't get penalized twice if you're going to get penalized. Filing an amended FBAR is different than filing a late FBAR original, so you kind of want to go through and determine what you missed or if you only missed some of the accounts. So when you're going to file these missed FBARs, late FBARs, amended FBARs, a few things to consider. Willful versus non-willful. We could talk about that forever. We have lots of posts on that. But it's sort of like a smell test, totality of the circumstance. You didn't know you had to report pensions, and it's not willful, right? If you knew you should have reported the high dollar account, but you didn't want to get caught with that money and your name associated with it, that might be willful. Might be reckless disregard, might be willful blindness. There's a difference between going through quiet disclosure and going through amnesty. Amnesty or approved programs I'll get to in a moment. Quiet disclosure is just trying to sneak in some amended or original FBARs returns and hoping the IRS doesn't find it. For distinction, reasonable cause or delinquency, where you amend the returns but you're not doing it, or FBARs, and you're not doing it through Streamline per se, is not a quiet disclosure. Quiet disclosure is you just submit it and you don't think about it again and you don't tell them that you did it. You just hope it gets in there and that's the end of it. There are lots of different programs available to submit your late FBARs depending on your situation. If you're willful, the only option is really the voluntary disclosure program. Qualified amended returns don't protect you from fraud, so you wouldn't want to do that. If you're non-willful, you have a host of other options available: the streamlined procedures, delinquency procedures, and reasonable cause. We've got gobbles of free information available on our main website and our sub-website. You can always reach out and schedule a reduced fee initial consultation if you think it's appropriate to your matter, and it's something that we handle here. Again, my name is Sean Golding with Golding & Golding. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.